Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have a special guest here in the studio with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Sidney Warren, the proprietor, co-owner of Marie's Wine Bar, Waco. It's a premier wine. I think everybody uses the word premier, but we are premier. Wine establishment here where we're returning wine back to Waco in such a way where it's like kind of fun for everybody.
Amazing. Well, I'm so glad to have you on today. Thank you for coming up to the 21st floor on this very rainy day.
Yeah.
But we're glad you're here. One of the first questions I always ask my guests on the show is, what brought you to Waco, or are you a Waco native?
Well, I was transplanted here. I'm a transplant.
Mm-hmm.
My wife is Dr. Tara Lindsay Warren.
Mm-hmm.
She teaches marketing at Baylor. So we came here via Baylor, 1718.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she's been there doing a heck of a job. And of course, she does the Waco Faith and Family Film International Film Festival and a lot of other things around the community. So that's what got us here.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I started working around, trying to do some things and piddling about. And then, I got the wine license in 2020.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's kind of crazy, but we have the beer and wine license, and we were going to go into the cannery of all places.
Mm-hmm.
And then that deal, it didn't yield fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's, changed hands and all that
Now
kind
it
of stuff.
just opened as Hotel Herringbone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I had to find a place.
Yeah.
And so, we've been looking around, and then I think a historical wine location in
Mm-hmm.
Waco, which was on Austin,
Mm-hmm.
which was, of course, it was classy glass at first, and then stay classy, and then it came us.
Woo.
And so with that, really basically, we wanted to when I designed the place, I designed it in such a way where it screamed wine from the street.
And it's beautiful. The wine
you.
barrels in the front, the
Yeah.
branding, it is gorgeous.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It wasn't all me. A lot of stuff came together. Just, it's like a painting. You buy a painting at home and you put it on the floor and let the painting decide where it wants to be hung. And so a lot of the accoutrements that you see inside are things that kind of happen like that organically.
I love that.
And then the wine kind of determined where it wanted to be. And we were able to do that. And of course, we also have our wine tasting machines, which are absolutely fantastic. You got to get down there and see them. And what those are, real basically, is they keep the wine at the perfect temperature.
Wow.
Gives you a perfect amount every time on a push. And then the really unique part about it is that we carry 24 different bottles of wine on continuous pour.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So you can actually do a wine tasting on your own and find out what you really like. Do you like Tempranillos, or do you like Grenaches, or do you like, red blends, or do you like rosés? And you happen to bring a rosé for all day.
I'm a rosé girl.
All right, so let's try this one.
We'll try the rosé first.
Try the rosé all day. I think you'll like it.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We'll treat
And
glasses.
then you have that one. This one, Oak Farms. We carry a number of these with us, and it's a pretty light, airy. rosé.
Mm-hmm.
And the beauty of this rosé is that anyone named Marie on Fridays can come in and get a glass
No way.
of...
Do middle names count?
Middle names are those. Well, because the interesting story is that the Marie's Wine Bar is actually named after a number of Maries in my life.
Aww.
Like my mom's name, middle name is Marie.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's middle name is Marie.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter, 14-month-old Kennedy, is named Marie.
Kennedy Marie.
Yes, my wife's mother,
Mm-hmm.
middle name is Marie. And grandmother. And so
Aww.
it's this Marie thing goes all the way back, I try to tell you. So it's really one of those deals where you got to kind of say, oh, Marie, huh?
That's how you came up with the name.
That's how I came up with the name. And then,
wow.
and then everything is meet me at Marie's.
I love that.
You know, and the reason that it is that way is because I want you to come down with your friends, have a good time, you know, enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't have to know anybody. You can just come in. You don't have to be in a clique or any of those sorts of things. You can just come in and be you.
Yeah.
And try a bunch of wines at, you know, I mean, our samples are only $2.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So we don't, and the other part about it is that 97% of the bottles of wine that we sell, of course, we sell them, we put them in these great bags that look like you're at on Rodeo Drive, are about $36.
Wow.
So you find something you like, you know, and you enjoy it, get a bottle, take it home. Yeah, or just you can open a bottle there and do what you want to do if you can't find something that you like. Or peruse, you know, our wine racks and find something that you know, more akin to, or you just want to experiment.
Wow, I love that.
So that's what Marie's is, right? You know, and of course we do wine tails, which are basic cocktails made with a wine base.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and then we have those, and then we do mocktails as well for non-alcoholic customers.
Yeah.
So it's a, you know, it's a different kind of vibe,
I
right?
love that. And
you know,
there's never been something like this in Waco, or at least in the most recent past, you know.
Right.
So really being able to bring this experience to Waco is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And you guys have only been open. How long have you guys been open for now? A month? 2 months?
It's, you know, 2.5 months, so 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
10 weeks, yeah.
And if time flies, huh?
It does and it doesn't. It depends on the time of day, right? But it's an interesting experience, right? Because a lot of our customers, I would say a fair amount of our customers, are Wacoans who haven't been downtown or re-venturing downtown.
Yeah.
And really just enjoying what we did in terms of the aesthetics of the place from the different iterations that were there, you know. And so it's made it, you know, it made it home because because of course we use French wine barrels. French wine barrel tables, French wine barrels, so on and so forth. And of course, we have live music on particular evenings. Dave Ennis plays there with us, which, I mean, Dave
Restless
is
Hearts.
I mean, look,
you gotta
don't
have
get
it out.
yeah, I mean, you don't get much more local than Dave. But then you say, you don't, but then I find people here in Waco, and once vetted, we'll put them on the stage because we built a brand new stage.
It's gorgeous. I love it.
You know, so they're able to go ahead and perform and everything else. And we just try not to rehash a whole bunch of people. You know what I mean? We got Sam Brown's daughter coming in. Soon we had Jerry Weldon from Harry Connick's band, the saxophonist. Of course, we always have Tyra. She's always somewhere close. You know, so it's one of those deals, you know, you never know. And the reason that I set the stage up the way I did with just a chair and a microphone is you never know who might be in.
I love that.
And then just say, hey, you know, I'm working on something. Can I just get up on the stage for a second? Yeah. So we do that kind of stuff. And we're doing sip and paints.
Ooh, so exciting.
You know what I mean? So the sip and paint is going to be interesting. That's going to come up. We're doing that on the 20th of this month. So that's going to be fun. And then we're doing something totally different. We're doing a vinyl night.
Vinyl night.
Yeah.
BYOV. Bring your own vinyl.
Bring your own vinyl. And that's going to be kind of interesting
I can't wait.
from the standpoint that now there is no holds barred. So if you like,
just wait.
if you whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
you can bring your own vital and you can play it, and we're going to have fun with that.
Amazing.
And we're going to keep doing that.
Great.
Then, of course, we got JP, Jennifer, she goes by Jennifer P, but because she always says, no one can pronounce my last name, right? I'm like, and she's like, I barely can. I'm like, I'm glad you know it. With John Fox, they're in there again. They'll be in on the 20th as well. So that's going to be a big night.
Yeah, I got to see them over at Segovia. So good. So excited.
Yeah. And then you got the Soul Around the Sun Jazz.
Ooh.
Now that's going to be Dr. Tyra and Dave Ennis, and I think Horace is going to be there. That's going to be a funny thing, and it's my wife's birthday.
Oh, so big celebration.
So it's a big celebration. It should be really fun. And doing those sorts of things. What we really try to do is we try to put entertainment in there that people want.
I love that.
See.
Yeah.
Things that they want to do. You know what I mean? Of course we do date night. Date nights every night at Marie's, by the way.
Every night.
Every
is
night.
Day night.
Every night is date night at Marie's. Reason being is that we have one television and it always shows fish.
Great. Love that.
Fish.
That's it.
Because everybody loves fish.
It's true.
I feel like most folks.
What more do you need? Yeah.
Nice fish, they're very colorful. It's just shellfish. And so when we play a lot of Miles Davis, we play a lot of, the standard big jazz folks.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
I need Django Reinhardt, 1920s, gypsy jazz.
Yeah, all that.
All the vibe.
Oh, yeah. The total vibe. Because it's important.
That. Yeah.
Because we have to be able to, at Marie's, we have to be able to go ahead and give people a reason to come out.
I love that.
And I really and truly I feel that way. And, we strive to not be Waco good.
Yeah. You got to be everywhere good.
We strive for excellence.
I love that.
From all of our staff, we have great staff on deck. They can't wait to help you.
I love that.
You know what I mean? Because the people who work there, all those guys that work for us, quite frankly, I asked them one question at the interview, and it was, do you want to work here?
Oh.
If you want to work here, great.
Did anybody say no?
No one said no. But the thing about it is that the choice is theirs.
Yeah. So
the level of service that they're going to give is what they expect.
Yeah.
And what they want to do. So it's always the service to us. I already know the wine's good, right? Because I've tasted all of it. It's run through. We have a level 2 sommelier on staff.
Fantastic.
So we make sure that the wine is good. And of course we have a kitchen, it's a cold kitchen, we're a pre and post place, right? Yeah. I can't serve you a steak. Yeah. I don't have a license for that. But I can serve you some great charcuterie boards. I can serve you some great shrimp cocktails. I can serve you, great pâtés and all this other stuff. Things that doesn't require, being cooked in the back like that. But it's about you and the wine. The wine just helps you have the great conversation.
I love that.
You know what I mean? So that's what it kind of really boils down to. And of course, we are getting ready to introduce, wait for it, sushi.
I saw Sushi Fridays.
Sushi Fridays is coming.
I am so excited.
It is coming. And that's going to be something different. From the standpoint that people are really going to be able to just get in and get some sushi without the whole rigmarole of a lot of different things. Of course, it's just going to be fun. And that's what Marie's Wine Bar is really about. It's about fun in Central Texas, giving people, because why say meet me at Marie's if I'm not going to have fun?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what that's about.
I love that. And you guys also have some beautiful local artworks on the walls. Done a great job curating that. Some pieces by David Doss.
Yes.
So many beautiful pieces.
Well, and I'll tell you, the art ended up being my wife is the one, Tyra, she's the one who came up with the idea. She was like, we should just put art on the wall. And hang it and have it almost gallery-ish. Right? And so we did that. And we were able to attract David Doss, of course, Arletta, Taylor. She has pieces up there, and we're cycling through people now. We're starting to put people in, and they can sell their wares. So it really, gives it that whole feel of community where folks can, come in, have a glass of wine, see some local artists, because a lot of people will come from out of town and they'll say, I say, and we pride ourselves on saying, oh, it's all local. You know what I mean? It is local people. It's because many oars or all rows or something lifts all ships or something like that. I don't know. Exactly.
One raindrop raises the sea.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. You know what I mean? And then good wine.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Good wine.
You have to have good wine.
What's better than that? Well, it's absolutely fantastic what you guys have done, and even doing the tasting room in the back. So it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you about the tasting room, right? So the tasting room in the back really isn't necessarily a tasting room.
Ooh, tell me more.
Okay, so the room in the back really is more about, now that was the rosé. It's more about you being able to go into the back of the establishment there, sit down on some couches and talk to your friends.
I love that.
And then have a wine machine there
Intimate
that you
space.
can get. Yeah, so you can you can sit there and actually have a conversation with your wine machine and you order food or whatever you want to do, but you're comfortable enough to be able to, like it's almost like you were at your own house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so you're able to do that. And of course, the room is available for rental and all this other stuff. The whole place is available for rental. Actually.
Hey.
But it's just one of those things that we felt that was so important to give a sense of community to everyone, because a lot of times I feel people put price tags on things and they say, oh, you can only come back here if you know to this or to that, or this person or that person. I don't subscribe to that.
Yeah.
I subscribe to we're all one group of people.
I love that.
And let's just, let's get along and be along and let's have fun. And that's what the whole piece is. I mean, it all runs back to meet me at Marie's, right?
I love that.
Because it's about meeting me over there, meeting me having some fun.
I love
Here
that.
we are, and so it just kind of, it works.
Yes, I love that. And I know that you've basically been talking about this whole time, but what would you say is your overall mission with Marie's?
That's a heck of a question. I think really Marie's, I want it to be a very inclusive, fun place where people can call it their own. I want to be a Cheers.
I love that.
I want it to be that kind of way.
Where everybody knows your name?
Everybody knows your name. I mean, some people don't want you to know their names, but, for those that do, but I mean, it's just a place where people can go, have fun, right? Drink responsibly, of course, and have a really good time, because, so too often we go to places and we don't have fun. We have things that we're doing there, right? And those things that we're doing there doesn't necessarily equal fun.
Yeah.
And so what is fun? Well, fun is one of these cards.
Ooh.
So you have one of these cards, we load it up, it never loses its value. So we recommend you put $40 on the card. That way it gives you a full balance of everything that's in the place. Put the card in the machine. Hit the button of what amount that you want. You can sample it. You can get a 5-ounce glass or a 7-ounce glass.
Wow. All on one card.
All on this card. And that card means that every time you're here, you can just pop in. You have your card, go to the machine, ask for a glass, go to the machine, and get wine.
That is fantastic.
So that's what the whole Meet Me is about, right?
Yeah.
It's about, okay, hey, I got my card. We can go down here and let's all hook up. And so it makes it fun, right? And it's an
whimsical.
Interactive sport.
Yeah.
Yes. And I call it wine heaven, actually.
Oh, wine heaven. I love that.
Yeah, I call it wine heaven. And I tell people when they visit and we go through it and I give the demonstration, I tell folks, I said, this is an interactive game. That means you're going to have to hit the button.
We're not doing it for you.
We're not doing it for you.
You got to do it.
You got to make a decision.
I love that.
So we have, we got a plethora of wines, reds, whites, sweets,
Do you have any favorites yourself?
I've tried every last one. They all are my favorites.
It's like picking between your children, right?
Exactly. Although, I mean, one kid may lead a little bit, but not much.
Oh, okay. Not much.
Not enough to put the others on.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. I get it.
So,
I get it.
I don't know.
That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I know you guys just opened, but we're already almost halfway through this year. What would you say are some of your goals by the end of this year?
Another great question. I think what we need to do more of is we have to make sure that everybody or anybody that's here and coming into Central Texas understands that they can come and have a great evening and a great glass of wine and feel at home.
I love that.
And feel a certain way. I mean, obviously there's always profit things and all those sorts of things, but I've been in
qualitative, yeah.
I've been in food and beverage for so many years. If you start judging your business by how much money you make, you're going to be out of business before you know it.
Yeah.
I think that you have to give people a reason to come and visit.
I love that.
And if that reason is making sure that you've done everything that you could possibly do, if you've left it all on the floor, right? And if my staff has left it all on the floor, meaning that they've done everything that they could possibly do to satisfy you and make you happy, that's a good day for us. Now, we're not going to make everybody happy. I mean, it's just no kind of way, right? I mean, folks wasn't all together happy with Jesus at times. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I just got to, you got to keep it right there. Yeah. It's the truth. But we have to go ahead and say, if we have one big goal, that one big goal is to make sure that every time people come and leave our establishment, that they leave with a smile on their face.
I love that.
That is the goal. So what would we want to have done? Even though it's, almost half of the year gone, keep building smiles, keep building memories, keep building those sorts of things. And 10 years from now, same idea. Keep building smiles. Keep building, relationships, because that's what's important. It's not me. You know what I mean? It's not any of those things. It's not who owns the place. It's not, it's building smiles. It's building, it's building experiences. It's giving you an opportunity to try as many wines as you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And don't feel bad, because a number of times when you go somewhere and you want to buy a glass of wine, it's just words on a page.
Yeah.
They'll tell you the varietal. So then you know the varietal.
But if you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know. So then where are you next? What do? You look at the price.
Yeah.
And then the price determines it.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I don't really know if I want to spend $80 for a bottle, and I'm not really sure. Yeah. I'm sure you don't. I mean, I'm a person too. So
making it accessible, making
there
informative choices.
24 bottles, continuous pour.
I love that.
You can find what you want. You know what I mean? And if, say, for instance, we switch out wines, because that's our, that's one of our core principles, is to constantly be changing. If you know that we have that wine and you say, hey, I've been here a bunch of times. I love this wine.
That one.
Can I get that one? Yeah, my staff will go right over there to the racks, grab it, and, they're ready for you. Of course, you're going to have to buy the bottle, but I mean, if you like something, you like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's why the price point is what it is. $36 is not a lot of money for a bottle of wine. I don't buy wine. I try. I mean, there's millions of bottles out there. I can't compete with the big boys or the bigger wine shops in town. Yeah. Only a million or two.
Only a million or two.
I can't compete with all these people. But what I can do is I can be good at one thing and making sure that people have it and give me a very good price. I mean, we're talking $14 for a 7-ounce pour.
Wow.
I mean, that's real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so a 5-ounce pour is over $10. I mean, tell me where you're getting that.
Yeah.
Just let me know where you're getting that. Right?
Tell me.
Let me know. You know what I mean? Because maybe I need to relook at my pricing.
We'll go back.
You know what I mean? But where are you getting it?
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
And it's as fresh as the day it was made
Wow.
at the perfect temperature.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes it fun.
I
You know what I
love
mean?
that.
Because it's the wine experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're an upscale wine experience. And I say upscale because I think everybody's upscale.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not diluting the next person. I'm just saying, you know, you're an upscale person.
You
Come
deserve
on
it.
in.
Yeah.
I mean, because I want you to come out on a whatever night and, you know, I'm feeling good about myself, right? You know what I mean? I put on my outfit.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. Got
Feeling
my
it.
little heels on and all my new outfit.
Uh-huh.
You know, and I don't want to drive 120 miles left or right on 35 to go to
It's true.
Austin or Dallas. And I want to do it here in Waco.
I love that.
Oh my God. Yes, you can do that. Please. We're looking for you. I want you to come.
I love
You know
that.
what I mean? I want you to come with all your friends and sit there at the big table and do and enjoy you, right?
I love
You know,
that.
it's a funny thing about the wine barrels. I wanted to come back to that. Is, guy Maynard here in town is the one who put the wine barrels together.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, French wine barrels,
Mhm.
hard to come by, tough to find. He had them.
Wow.
And you just look at it.
He was just like, hey, I got these.
Yeah,
they're
we
ready
built
for you.
we built a partnership with them. You know
That's
what I mean? So it's
fantastic.
that local connection.
Again, it's building community. One wine
Absolutely.
barrel at a time.
One wine barrel at a time. Well, these wine barrels are empty though.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Unfortunately.
Wow. Unfortunately.
But yes.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. And that leads right into my next question. One of the questions I love to ask is, what would you like to see more of in the Waco community?
I think I'd like to see a more diverse offering of things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things to do that doesn't require big box.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't require the big box stuff.
Yeah.
I like to see things that are kind of, you know, spliced together for this rising tide of
Mhm.
of younger people who aren't married yet, or you know, they're trying to find
Make
them,
themselves,
they're trying to, you know what I mean. I'd like to see more of that kind of situation going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see people, you know, breathing life into that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I said before, it's not about me, right? It's about other folks. And it's more about, you know, what can we do? Can we do some things, you know, you know, a diverse set of music, or being more inclusive on some pieces, or, seeing what, the divergence of the world looks like in terms of different cultures and whatnot, and, that kind of piece.
It's beautiful.
You know what I mean? I would love to see that kind of thing.
Yeah. That's absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. And I know you've been in Waco for a while now. Why do you think it's so important for you to be in Waco doing this right now?
Well, that's another great question. I don't know if it's important for me to do this.
Mm-hmm. Hot
I
take.
don't. I really don't. I really don't.
Okay.
I don't know if it's really important for me to be doing this. I think somebody else would have done it.
Okay.
I think the real question is what level of impact do I think I can
Ooh,
have
that's good.
on the greater public and
I love
greater
that.
people?
Yeah.
Um,
What not can Waco do for you, but what can you
what
do for
the
Waco?
Yeah. I think that's where we have to start the
Mhm.
conversation from, is what can you do to propel Waco forward?
I love that.
And what I'm trying to do in that effort is to have a more inclusive, a more upbeat kind of situation. One of the worst things that I think can happen in a restaurant environment or a bar environment or any environment is you get somewhere and they just say, yeah, well, we're out of that.
Yeah.
Well, I got in my car
To come here. For that.
For that. And then to be met
And then
with,
it's gone.
I don't have that.
No.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to have it,
Mhm.
right? I got 70 labels. I'm going to have
I'm gonna
something
have
for
it.
you. You know what I mean? I'm going to have
Yeah.
something for you, right?
Mhm.
And I think sometimes people, if you're interested in mediocrity, that's a thing. I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
I have no interest in it. I'm about this excellence. I'm about this. You made a decision to come visit with me. I have to take the effort that you put to come visit with me.
I love that.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Right? Because there was 100 places you could have went to before you got to Marie's. You know, there's 100 places you could get to before you get to wherever else you're going.
Yeah.
So you made a choice. You made a choice. And so in order for us to fulfill that, we have to value that choice.
Yeah.
And then say that choice was valuable. Here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's one of the things.
I love that.
Yeah.
And it's just giving back to the community and again, building that community. And it sounds like you've done such a good job with community partners and really just building these relationships with local Wacoans, like you said, for the people you're wanting to serve. And that's absolutely beautiful. Would you like to shout out anybody that has helped you build this community?
Well, you hit on one thing and I'm going to tell you. All right. So I think it was a little, but we're getting ready to do the, Marie's Bistro at the airport.
Whoop, whoop, exciting
so that's
announcement.
Yeah, it's a crazy, extra. Read all about it.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Yeah, exactly. And so out there, we're going to do a grab and go program.
Right in the airport.
You know, right in the airport. You can get something, get on your flight, and you can, we'll have portable cans of wine.
Ooh.
So there will be portable availability for your enthusiastic travels that are legal.
Yes.
You just can't pop it off on the plane.
Yes.
For your 15-minute flight. But you'll be able to have that. And so we're doing that. We're doing, of course, the wine machines again in the grab and go program. But the real part of it is this. We're going to be partnering with local restaurants to put their food in the airport.
Amazing.
So they'll be able to put some of their stuff in the airport and sell to the greater public. And, for people who are coming into Waco and leaving out and represent Waco. So that's a level of the commitment.
I'm so excited.
So that's that read all about it piece. And then in terms of shouting folks out, obviously I want to shout out all of the staff who work at Marie's Wine Bar, Waco. These guys are really going hard in the paint. You know what I mean? They really are.
I see them over there working hard.
Yeah, they're really, and they really are. They're totally invested. Yeah. Then of course my partner, Aniceto Charles.
Love you guys.
Yeah. And our whole team. Tyra Lindsay Warren, my wife, and then,
you have to shout out the wife.
Yeah, exactly. And then Jasmine, I can't hardly pronounce her last name, but Jasmine knows who I'm talking about. And then all the people, I'll tell you, I need to shout out this one contractor I had named Angel.
Okay, shout out Angel.
Angel came in and really helped us tremendously
the vision,
to get to where we needed to be. He was really good. He was a very nice guy, young kid doing this thing. Love that. But I just really feel like I just want to shout out to Waco and let Waco know that we really appreciate what they've done and helped us. You know what I mean? Because, I use this saying, it's like Novocaine. You just got to give it time for it to settle in. You know what I mean? The tooth is going to get numb. You just got to wait for it. You know what I mean? It's just a wait for it deal. And so really, it's just we waiting for it. We're going to hope and we're going to keep doing what we're doing. And we're going to go one smile at a time, one experience at a time. And just give people great wine. You didn't get to taste the Boomtown. This is an easy red.
Last but not least.
And it's a Shiraz, which is really nice.
I love my Shiraz,
Try that there.
I'm a Shiraz, rosé, sparkling.
Yeah, which is available at all times. Because we don't run out. We don't run out of wine.
Yep, no.
It's got good legs. This thing is not too bad.
That's amazing. Well, again, thank you so much for coming on and sharing this with us.
Yeah.
Of course, give us where we can find you, all your social media, phone number, address, all the things.
Yeah, so it's Marie's Wine Bar at 723 Austin Avenue, right across the street from the Hippodrome. It's an easy landmark there. Of course, you can find us on the web with Marie's Wine Bar Waco on Facebook. You can catch us anywhere. You can always call the number, which is 254-400. 8181, that's one number you can always get in touch with me on, or the 254 961 8800, which you can always call. We always have, different things going on. So we're on Instagram, we're on all that stuff. We're building that stuff out, so it's not going to be as polished as other people. It's kind of a little, it is what it is, but we're doing pretty good things. And like I said before, we keep a full entertainment setup for everybody to come by and see us. Of course, on Fridays, we do the Marie's. On Tuesdays, we do $2 wine tasting.
Tonight? Ooh.
Yeah. So tonight you can get tonight is your night.
Tonight's my night.
It's almost like a song. Tonight's your night.
Oh my gosh,
you know what I mean? And then you got Dave Ennis coming in on the 25th. You got Jennifer P. and John Fox coming in on the 20th, along with Marie's Sip and Paint. Now,
on the 20th.
It's an interesting story about the Sip and Paint. The Sip and Paint is a young woman who works for WISD over in your building and your other life over there.
Yeah, Cultivate 712.
And she's
Shout out.
And she's gonna be leading up
Miss Ronita Carrington. We're so excited.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna try and be there, so that's on my list.
She's gonna be doing this her first time out. So I hope folks can, get with her and everything. But the Sip and Paint will be fun, and so it'll be something for everybody to do, right? And that's what Marie's is about. It's about having something for everybody to do.
Hashtag meet me at Marie's.
Hashtag meet me at Marie's. And, hey, it's a
good time.
It's a good time. It's one glass of wine. It's one smile. It's one great experience.
Perfect. And is there anything else you want to share with our listeners today?
Sushi's on the way.
Woo woo.
Sushi's coming.
New bistro's coming.
Sushi's
coming.
Yeah. We got some pieces. We got some stuff we're working.
Just a few things.
Not a lot. Shout out to my daughter, Kennedy
Boop,
Marie.
Boop. Shout out.
Warren. She is fantastic, and a huge shout out to her mom. Couldn't have done it. We wouldn't have her without her.
Amazing.
And so she's done an incredible job as a professor, entrepreneur, and visionary here in Waco. And Waco's been good to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Film festival.
Just happened in February. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Great people. We've met great people here.
I love that.
You know what I mean? Great people. So,
I love that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And again, it is so fantastic getting to see what you've brought to our Waco community and really just enhancing that diversity and inclusivity and bringing something that we definitely needed.
Right.
And I know you said you don't think it's so important that you're doing this right now, but we do. And the community wants to thank you.
Well, thank you.
Again, thank you so much for your time and coming on today. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Anytime. Anytime
come and drink some wine and talk on the 21st floor of the Alco building.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we always have wine. I travel with wine.
Perfect. Keep it in the car. Well, don't tell the cops.
Right, exactly.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you. See you later.
We did it.
Yeah.
Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network